Hey people, Inquisitor 3v3 Faction War. This is Catherine Purification Plant and Ordo Malleus versus the Imperial Guard. Someone's been naughty. What are you up to, fellas? Corr and Volhrim are Lord Generals fighting in ranged combat. Begin with the retinue of Stormtroopers, going to add to the retinue throughout the game, giving them more abilities. Got a Vostroyan Firstborn here for Volhrim. Really strong defense and support on those guys. Inekura rounds off the team with an Inquisitor, offensive hero with powerful control abilities, begins in melee but can get specialized ranged weapons. Red Ordo Malleus team, we have two brother captains, Ellipses and Revs. These guys are durable heroes that walk through objects and cannot be suppressed, powerful disruption and support fighting in melee. And rounding off the teams is Hutsy with a Daemonhunter, a melee psyker spellcaster fella with strong support and control. The Sentinel messing with some Strike Squad fellas. Are we going to see loads of Tomes of Titan? Well, it looks like it's only 2 Strike Squads so far among the 3 players. Tomes of Titan, I believe, is 15 power for that banishment. Double Sentinels here for Inekura, with 1 for Volhrim and 1 for Corr. Stomp on the way for this guy. Triple Stormtroopers delivering some really good burst damage, and we might see a whole bunch of grenade launchers for those guys. These Strike Squad fellas are getting pretty low. They are getting the Tomes of Titan though. And there it is, the banishment. Messed up some guards when they drop a model. They drop another. That's heavy losses early on for Revs. They need to run away. What are they doing? And now trying to go after the Sentinel. These guys are done for. I don't think they're going to get away from the Lord. The General is going to melee them. And down they go. Big loss early on for Revs. Those guys were upgraded. Can they get the Sentinel? They can get the Sentinel though. Not sure if it had the ground pound. I don't think it did. Sentinel here gets a decap. They can decap points, but they can't cap them. Because, you know, it's hard. It's difficult. I'm surprised they can even control these things. So Corr maybe respond with a heavy weapon squad. Help to try and control the movement of that brother captain. Looks like they are going to push through the east side, the Imperial Guard. Not sure what Ellipsis' plan is for dealing with double Sentinels over there. Lots of pew-pew, I suppose. We have the Lord General taking the west side for the Imperial Guard. Daemonhunter there taking that contested, natural VP back, sorry. Grenade launchers are up. How many? Second is on the way. And that's really painful for blobs of guardsmen, as you saw there. Strat Squad getting into melee with the Lord General himself. Revs has replaced the Strat Squad and given the Tomes of Titan again. Both of his retinue fellas went down. Has to reinforce them. Inekura pushing up to the power. Nothing much to bash though. They didn't decap. There we go. They're decapping. Did they bash it already? Were there gens here? I think there must have been. We do have Sergeant up for these fellows. They can chuck that no fuse grenade. Purgation in the field for Ellipses. Got those incinerators for suppressing fire. Not quite triple grenade launchers yet. Inquisitors kitted out. Holy Brazier. There's the Holy Pyre. And also Rosarius. Should have popped it up before trying to use Holy Pyre maybe to stop knockbacks and stuff. But they got it off. And we're going to see a power bash. Probably a pretty effective one too. It's a lot of stuff here to bash power with. Including, you know, fire. Brother Captain in amongst some guardsmen here. Being a massive nuisance. Revs Strike Squad again getting very low. But the Notch dropping a model this time even. We've got another Purgation over here too. Power is indeed being bashed pretty effectively. Even the Brother Captain shooting his fancy Storm Bolter there. Any assistance for Inekura? Daemonhunters here too. Looks like the Imperial Guard allies are going to bash their own power with double Flamer Guardsmen. That might be slightly over-investing in Flamers. Because you can't change the plasma guns once you've got Flamers on these guys. I mean, it led to a very effective power bash, but 1 Flamer squad might have been enough for that. We shall see how it goes. Grenade launcher barrages going in. Sentinel trying to get away. That was a big banishment cast on that guardsman blob. They were already quite low from the grenades. Brother Captain barely surviving. Has the Blessed Aegis. fancy purple shield. And then gets away. The Sentinel barely got out. 4 hit points. Some close calls on both sides. 463 to 470. Pretty even on the VPs. Trying to lock down this power is Ellipses. They've done a good job. Sentinels can't deal with everything. Inekura's going for a quick tier 2, it seems. Should have got a heavy weapon squad up, I think, once they spotted those incinerator fellas. Although, yeah. Oh, we don't have Blessed Aegis on Ellipses. Blessed Aegis, Brother Captain, can probably just run in. Also, grenade launchers can disrupt. They can counter that with their fancy refractor shields, though, the heavy weapon squad. Contested power being bashed. Should stay on here. I think it's been distracted. There we go. Stay on the power. Lord the General taking a natural back. Almost got a triple. In fact, they might get a few seconds of triple cap. There we go. Some triple cap shenanigans for a couple of seconds. Tier 2 for Ellipses. Tier 2 for Corr. Tier 2 for Inekura. Look how much requisition Inekura has, because they didn't bleed barely anything thanks to the Sentinels. Although Corr also has a bunch of requisition going into tier 2. 395 to 470. Heavy weapon squad is over on that west side. Can they touch the power here in Inekura? Doesn't want to stand and trade with the Sentinels. Can he get some support from Daemonhunter of Hutsy? As you can see, if grenades can hit the Sentinels, they do some good damage. It's not always easy to hit them. Holy Fire goes off, and that was the Rift Tear from the Daemonhunter. That's his starting ability. It's a movement speed debuff that he can cast from very long range. Purgation getting messed up by that Holy Fire, and Sentinel Fire getting away with one model. Oh, messy fight here. Really messy fight for Volhrim. Not sure those guys are going to get away. Down they go. They did have their Sergeant. Creeping Barrage was trying to save his stuff with a Creeping Barrage there, but didn't quite come in time. It's a good hit though. And here's some Guardsmen from Corr. Still has one Flamer Guardsman up though, Volhrim. But yeah, it's quite painful to lose squads that have power costing upgrades on them. We have the Unending Purge for the Brother Captain of Revs. No war gear. Oh, we do have the grenade launchers for Volhrim. Hutsy's Daemonhunter under fire, trying to get decap, didn't quite work out. Gone for the Force Rod. This gives him extra energy and also Retribution, I think. That's the thing that gives Retribution. It's like a knockback and damage ability. That, again, he can cast from decent range. On demand, Disruption is always useful. Holy Brazier is a power melee weapon. Might get a model off those guys, depending on which of the models has the lowest health. There we go, got it done. 19 red for a strike squad, fella, eh? Vindicare Assassin on the field for Ellipses. Always like to see this guy around. Already has extended operations, which makes him a little bit tougher. He's still quite squishy, though. Not sure where he is. There he is. Specialty sniper, really good burst damage. Could combat both infantry and vehicles as well by switching his rounds. Took out one of those retinue fellas. And a good power bash from Ellipses. Purgation have done well. Paid for themselves with the power bashes alone, I think. And those flamers do suppress infantry too. Meanwhile, west side is blue, and the Imperial Guard have a Chimera here. Ogren's on the way for Volhrim. Maybe we'll see some Purifiers on the field to face them in battle. That'd be fun. This is a bit of a weird usage of the Chimera here, because you know they have Purgation, which can very quickly get anti-vehicle weapons. Not sure what they're up to here. Yep, silencers are on the way, which can damage vehicles. Chimera just harassing, just keeping them pinned back, I think. And it gets away okay. Might have to face those silencers soon, though. Grenade launchers are dodged by getting inside the Chimera. Has to get to tier 2 first before this can start. 368 to 363. Meanwhile, east side, sneaky stormtroopers from Inekura, most likely called in, and they're going straight to tier 3. Ogryns are up for Volhrim. Big fellas, super heavy infantry that smack you so hard with their guns that it counts as heavy melee damage. They can rip through a vehicle. Multi-laser turret up on the west side, covered by the heavy weapon squad, although it will need to pivot over to do that. Ellipse is really set on going for this power and keeping it locked down. Doesn't want to be facing a bunch of Leman Russes, I suppose. You see targets acquired on that Sentinel and ability of the Vindicator Assassin. I believe this gives you vision of a entity that you shoot at. It used to have like damage buffs and stuff associated with it, but I think that was all removed. Tier 3 for Ellipses. Inekura is already there, and Ogryn's making a big difference with their bonehead leader too. Has some good disruption. Vindicator Assassin gets some shots in there. Using the Exodus rounds against infantry. There was the Retribution from the Force Rod. Messed up these fellas, and I think this effect you see is the Retribution's slow effect. Oh, it's the silence effect. Silences you, damages you, and knocks you back. Silence means they can't use any abilities. That's pretty cool. You have the Banishing Cloak. Rites of Exorcism, which cripples and weakens enemy vehicles. And the Imperial Brain Mines. And they don't have any detectors on the field, the Imperial Guard, so that could do some work for them. Not sure exactly what Rites of Exorcism does. I assume it slows down a vehicle. Not sure if it damages them too. It says cripples and weakens. I think it slows them down and they get a damage resistance debuff. I think that's what it is. It's like a specialized mark target or something that also slows something down. Pretty cool. Almost level 2, that Daemonhunter. Meanwhile, west side kicking off. Did those guys grenade themselves? Oh, that was the Stormtroopers grenading in there. I think they might have grenaded themselves, actually. Because Stormtroopers have a melter bomb, not a grenade, when they have the anti-armor kit. So that was fun. We have a Grey Knight Dreadnought from Revs. Expect to see the plasma cannon. But hey, that flame will do a lot of work against infantry. The Chimera has gotten away. Autocannon now taking shots. But the captain must flee. Are the Strike Squad really going to push this? They are. I guess they have a Dreadnought as backup, eh? The Heavy Weapon Squad needs to flee, I think. Not sure what they're doing. There we go. Chimera might need some repairs, because if the Dreadnought can get into melee with it, it will tear it apart. Another Grey Knight Dreadnought on the way for Hutsy. What's going on the east side? My mouse is freaking out. There we go. It's fine. It's fine. Vindicator has been used quite well so far, I think. Harassing, keeping at maximum range when it can. Ogryn's a big old retreat. They did really well too. Strike Squad here very low. Revs plays with danger with his Strike Squad, doesn't he? They're going to wipe. They're going to wipe. Big misplay from Revs. They were concentrating on this Grey Knight Dreadnought, I think, and it does have the plasma cannon, but these are anti-armor Stormtroopers. Melter Bomb has already gone in. Now the Melter Gun's doing their thing, but that's a plasma cannon shot. Also has this Twin Linked Heavy Bolter, which is a really cool loadout for a Dreadnought, I think. Just stack up on those range weapons. It does completely lose the ability to melee stuff. But a fair trade, I think. Sentinel trying to get shots in now with the cracked missiles. Needs to keep moving. Doesn't want to get hit by a plasma cannon. I think they are going to get this thing. Yeah, they're going to get it. Down it goes. Revs having a really tough time on the west side. What's up with my mouse today? Baneblade on the way for Inekura. 368 to 260. Revs saying they've been doubled here all game. Not sure about that, but they've certainly been doubled here and there. Level 2 Brother Captain. No war gear for Ellipses. His power's been locked down pretty well. Hutsy's Dreadnought is just going mid for now. They do have... Sorry, silencers here for the purgation. Revs get some more purgation and some more silencers. Silencers do good damage to all targets. There it is. And they have the Rending, I think it's called, which really messes up enemy heroes, which is quite fun. Uh-oh, are those guys going to wipe? Can the Ripper Guns get it done for the Ogryns? Smack, that did. Grey Knight Terminators on the field for Ellipses. And a great job preserving their stuff over there. That was a Maelstrom from the Grey Knight Dreadnought. But there's a Melter Bomb. And we got Melter Guns. Look at these. The Lord General here with a full retinue. The Vox Operator, the Sergeant, and the Commissar. And down goes that Dreadnought. Hutsy. Not a fan of their chances now. 368 to 211. Stormtroopers on the way for Volhrim. Baneblade is where? Nowhere useful yet. Grey Knight Terminators have those splash damage power melee halberds. They should do pretty well against the Ogrins. Do we have any plasma guardsmen? These guys have plasma. These guys don't. Ogrins is barging their way through. Knocking stuff flying. Now here comes Ellipsis. This could be a big and vital flank. You just saw a Retribution there. 368 to 186. Where is the Baneblade? There it is. Boom. That was the Mega Battle Cannon. Also got some las cannons, some twin linked heavy bolters, and a demolisher cannon. What is this? Paladins, I guess. Yes, Paladins for who? Ellipses. Wow, they've got a lot of stuff. These guys are unique to the Brother Captain. Why is it not telling me who these Paladins belong to? That's weird. Oh, there's Grey Knight. Grey Knight. Oh, it's because Ellipsis' name just doesn't show there for some reason. The dots do not render. 368 to 150. Double cap for the Imperial Guard, and they're looking pretty good here. I don't think Paladins can carry this. Really powerful unit, but Hutsy and Revs have lost a lot of stuff. There's that Demolisher Cannon. Decent hit. Manticore on the way now for Inekura as Volhrim goes to tier 3. We do have some Purifiers, which are cool to see. Looking after that VP for now. Revs is still in tier 2. Hutsy is tier 3. I mean, they do have some time. But the Imperial Guard looking strong. They don't even have the Leman Russes yet. Paladins are a massive deal though. And do these guys, I don't have their ranged weapon yet, the Grey Knight Terminators. Where are the Paladins? Did they back off to base? The roster's so big on Ellipses, I can't actually select them there. They're back at base. Leman Russ from Corr. Is it dropped in? I think it was. Maybe? Oh, maybe not. Who can tell? Certainly not me looking at the game. 340 to 133. Yeah, holding the west side for now, you know. Sneaky Stormtroopers, though, always going to be a threat on the natural VP, aren't they? Some Imperial brain mines dropped in here, and they can't spot them. So they are going to get messed up. There they go. It's a lot of damage, you know. Just keep the brain mines going on this VP, maybe. Could be a really good tool for them. Kicking off on the west side. Silencers doing their thing against the Leman Russ. Doing some decent work, but this is going to be painful. Rocket run. Those guys wiped. Ouch. Really effective rocket run. Taking out 2 squads there. Kicking off in the mid. Grey Knight Terminators are actually quite low. Paladins are chasing down the Ogrins though. And the Stormtroopers are able to get the decap. The Inquisitor just leveled up, I think. Those Terminators are really low. Ogrins took one out. Ogrins also getting quite low. They just got to heal them from the Medical Sergeant. Smack. Almost got taken out. Paladins tanking damage like a boss. 5,400 hit points on these guys. The same as Assault Terminators when they have their shields. Inquisitor's level 3. Goes for the Inferno pistol here. Good damage to all targets. And the awesome Judgment ability for a big damage burst. And there's Excruciators. Inquisitor's so good at dealing with Terminator variants. Excruciators assail into a Manticore strike. That was nasty. There's an orbital 306 to 117. Hutsy and Revs unable to recover really. There's those guys using their rending. It's a decent nuke. Not the best one ever though. West side is turning blue. We have an execution of Lehman Russ. Baneblade just kind of parked in the mid to cover all angles. The Lord General of Volhrim did go down in that nuke. Not sure what they can do here. Another Paladin squad would be amazing, but Revs doesn't have the red for it. Going for some more purgation, maybe get a conversion beamer up. Inekura asking for a bunker. Where is that Manticore? Oh, there it is. There's the bunker, and there's the Manticore. I guess they're asking for another one, maybe. Well, the captain's pissed. He's got the Nemesis Force Halberd. It's level 5. It's done alright. 2-to-1 cap, though. They're running out of VPs, these guys. What is this as well? More Stormtroopers. Not even sneaking this time. Running into some Inquisitorial Stormtroopers. There's a lot of mines there anyway. Not sure if they could get onto that VP cleanly. Now that they've lost some health as well, you see the Commissar's shield for the Lord General there. I believe it's a 55% damage resist to ranged attacks. It used to be way higher in retail. It was like 70%, I think, something like that. More mines dropped on that VP, or tossed on that VP rather. Stormtroopers have fled. Can the Ordo Malleus push this VP? It's going to be so difficult. They need ellipses over here with everything, and here they come. Baneblade is in the perfect place though to cut that kind of push off. Conversion beamer is up there for Revs. Acts like a las cannon, but does more damage the further away from the target it is, as you see there. 306 to 38. Daemonhunter must flee. What is that? That is a Lehman Russ pulled in behind the Ordo Malleus there by Volhrim. Looks like the Imperial Guard have this in the bag. Paladins, though, are not giving up. They're going for that VP. Volhrim getting a decap on the natural. Grenade Terminator's in there. Purifier's in there. Tanking a lot of damage. Got a decap. It's time to run, buddy. Just resigned to death. Lost his entire retinue there. He can repurchase them for a lower cost, which is quite handy. GG. Single cap for the Imperial Guard here. GG from Corr. Looks like we're going to see the victory for the Imperial Guard with a double cap at the end. No, there's a 2-to-1. Yeah, rough start for Revs, and they never really recovered from that. My brother captain did well though, got level 6. This guy was level 3, and we had a level 3 Daemonhunter. Always cool to see the new heroes on the field. And yeah, Banishing Cloak. Good choice, I suppose, against Imperial Guard, hey, with all their vehicles and stuff. Not sure. They must have used it. I don't know what the effect is for it. Lord the General level 5, and Volhrim's was level 4, and the Inquisitor level 3. Straight to tier 3, straight to Baneblade, and it did really well. Well, there you have it, guys. Thank you for watching. Big thanks to these players for taking part, and of course, Impregnable for hosting such events. I'll see you next time.